Well, we've been talking about him all weekend. Now it's time to hear from Frank Kaminsky about joining the Hornets.
That's right. For more on Frank the Tank, we're going to toss it over to the third member of the Got Game team, and that's Jeff Zell.
The newest Hornet flew from New York to Charlotte, a 4:30 a.m. flight on Friday to meet the media before noon. That included a one-on-one conversation with yours truly.
Here with the newest Hornet, Frank Kaminsky out of Wisconsin. Frank, you got to live your dream. You were drafted in the first round, number 9 overall by the Hornets. You said you were nervous, sweating a little bit last night. What was that feeling like to be picked?
It was just a big relief. You know, it's been a long time coming for me. I knew this draft day would eventually come, and I didn't think I'd get as nervous as I did, but you know, just happy that I found my new home.
And obviously, a lot of North Carolina people saw you play last year, as I think you took out the North Carolina Tar Heels. Kind of talk about your career and how you developed into the star player that you are today.
Well, I got to Wisconsin, and I had to grow up a lot as a person and as a player. You know, I knew that it would take a couple of years for me to finally get my opportunity to play, and I just wanted to make the most of it, so I worked as hard as I could, that I could have a good run for my last 2 years in college, and you know, it went better than I ever dreamed of.
And a lot of people have seen your skill set on the court. What's Frank Kaminsky like off the court? Do you like playing video games? What do you like to do for fun to, you know, just kind of kick it?
I'm a big video game player, and I'm very competitive in that as well. I like playing golf too, so I just do a lot of different stuff, and I just like having fun off the court.
Did you ever play with the Hornets with the video game? Did you ever build your own player? I mean, kind of expand on the video game.
In 2K, I do a lot of randoms, so I do end up with the Hornets. You know, fun team to play with. You know, I love 2K, and it's going to be weird that I'm going to be on it.
Yeah, you got a couple key players for the Hornets that are, you know, on the team. Kemba Walker, Al Jefferson, just two of them. The team's been making a lot of moves to, you know, boost the roster. You being one of them, how do you feel like you fit in here?
I definitely think I can add. You know, it was a playoff team, and I want to come in and try to help them get back to the playoffs. I want to do whatever I can to help this team win, and whatever role or whatever task is asked of me, I'm going to try to step up and do it.
And finally, I know you've been asked quite a bit about the blog post that you made a couple years back. What would you like to say to the Charlotte fans just about, you know, I guess maybe how you have grown up over the years and how that might not be an interpretation of what you believe of this city?
Like I said, in my time at Wisconsin, I had to grow up a lot, and it's just a classic case of one of those immature moments. Didn't mean anything directly, but you know, that was a different me, and I've grown up a lot since then.
All right, Frank Kaminsky is the number 9 overall pick, first round this year by the Charlotte Hornets. Thank you, sir, for joining us.
All right, I feel like I'm the only one in this city who actually likes this pick. We heard your talk earlier, Brandon and Kelly. Kaminsky, I think, spreads the floor, and he instantly turns into the best shooter on the team. I know they're still going to make some moves, so we'll see how Frank does in the future.
Yeah, Jeff, I think if Frank can hit his threes, I mean, that's why they're bringing him in here. If he can do that, I think the pick will be definitely worthwhile.
I wish you would have looked at the camera and said, Charlotte people, I'm sorry. I didn't mean you were boring. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
You score 20 a night, that'll get people in the seats.
Win some games, and yes, it's forgiven.
Jeff,